spaces between us. You have come to show you go on. Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that the heart does go on. Once more, you open the door, and you're here in my heart, and my heart will go on and on. Love can touch us one time and last for a lifetime, and never let go till we're gone. Love was when I loved you one true time. I hold you in my life, will always go on. Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that the heart does go on. Once more, you open the door, and you're here in my heart, and my heart will go on and
Neste mundo de beleza, mergulhar na natureza, nessas águas de meu Deus.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everybody. Well, that was a really amazing contemporary dancing performance from AIM, from the ESL Department, IPB University. Big applause for AIM. Well done, AIM. So ESL have so many talents, yeah, multi-talented. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to welcome you here this afternoon for this special event. The Department of Resource and Environmental Economics, ESL FEM IPB, proudly presents the inauguration and closing ceremony of ESL Summer Course 2022 titled Reducing Carbon Footprints, Lessons Learned for Post-COVID-19 World. First of all, let us pray and praise to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala who has giving us guidance, happiness, healthy and mercy so we can attend and participate in this event. Ladies and gentlemen, time flies so fast. On Monday, about 2 weeks ago, we meet and gather in virtual room to join this summer course opening ceremony. Still fresh in your mind how Professor Emil Salim, Bapak Basuki Cahaya Purnama, and Dr. Ridwan Kamil inspired us with their spectacular keynote speeches. In this beautiful moment, I would like to say welcome to Director General of CIFOR, Dr. Robert Nasi, Vice Dean of Faculty of Economics and Management, Dr. Anna Varianti, Deputy Head of ESL Department, Dr. Ahyar Ismail, lecturers from ESL Department and other departments, and welcome to all summer course participants, distinguished academics, students, and guests. Ladies and gentlemen, before we proceed to our program, please kindly allow me deliver the structure of today's event. Our first agenda will be singing Indonesia Raya and Hymne IPB, followed by keynote speech by Vice Dean of Academic and Student Affairs of FEM, Ibu Dr. Anna Varianti. Then we continue to Dramaga Fashion Week Season 1 Harry Potter theme, followed by the main part of this event, which is keynote speech from Director General of Center for International Forestry Research, Dr. Robert Nasi. And then Dramaga Fashion Week continues to Season 2 with ethnic and traditional theme, followed by flashback, testimonials, winner announcement, and awarding. Dr. Ahyar Ismail will conclude this event with his closing speech. Then come the most awaited moment of today's event, graduation hats off. Ladies and gentlemen, for all Indonesians, let's sing our national anthem, Indonesia Raya, followed by Hymne IPB. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite Ibu Dr. Anna Varianti, the Vice Dean of Faculty of Economics and Management, to deliver welcoming speech. Ibu Anna, time and place are yours.
Cek. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon. The Honorable Director General of Center for International Forestry Research, Dr. Robert Nasi. The Honorable Head of Resource and Environmental Economics Department, Bapak Dr. Ahyar Ismail. The Honorable the lecturer and PIC for this event, and ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to greet all of you and to extend my warmest welcome, especially to distinguished invite keynote speaker and all participants in the closing session of ASL summer course on reducing carbon footprint lesson learned for post-COVID-19 world. This summer course is organized by Resource and Environmental Economics Department, Faculty of Economics and Management, IPB University. Congratulations for the head of department, Dr. Ahyar Ismail, the lecturer, student, and the PIC this event. Ladies and gentlemen, in 2022, IPB University is ranked 5th in the world for SDGs for quality education. This achievement confirms the recognition of the quality education at IPB University. Every year, IPB University presents various events of international summer course, which focus on impressing on merit option of scientific fields. One of them is the ASL summer course, which has been take place from 14 November until today, 30 November 2022. During this 2.5 weeks, 243 participants from 9 countries has learned about carbon footprint reduction, related issues for international experts and professionals who have a lot of experience on this topic. Ladies and gentlemen, COVID-19 pandemic has affected the environment, especially on carbon emission. Many studies have shown that the COVID-19 pandemic reduced carbon emission. Forced confinement has an important impact on global carbon emission change. However, since the global economic activities are expected to return to the non-COVID-19 state, the reduction in carbon emission during the pandemic will not be sustainable in the long run. Latest data from around the world show that CO2 emission are on course to increase to 34 billion tons in 2022. This year's increase is driven by power generation and by the aviation sector as air travel rebound from pandemic's flow. Furthermore, the energy crisis sparked by Russia invasion of Ukraine has propped up global coal demand in 2022. A choice should be made in guiding the economic recovery from COVID-19. Either societies continue high carbon pathway the present considerable risk to health and development, or they seek low carbon socio-economic pathways to invest different for the long term to protect and promote human health and to enhance the prospect for a recovery compatible with the commitment in the Paris Climate Agreement. In this regard, I believe the summer course has provided not only academic improvement on the topic of reducing carbon footprint, but also team working and leadership skills, international friendship, and increased environmental and cultural awareness to all participants. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of IPB University, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to all participants, distinguished speakers, and especially for the organizing committee who have been working hard to organize this event. I hope this summer course program has been a fruitful and enjoyable program for all participants. Thank you very much. Good afternoon. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Ibu Dr. Anna Varianti, the Vice Dean for Academics and Student Affairs of the Faculty of Economics and Management, IPB University, for your very warm welcoming speech. Now, the main part of this event, the keynote speech from Dr. Robert Nasi, the Director General of Center for International Forestry Research. Hello, Pak Robert.
Hello, good afternoon. Do you hear me properly? Hello, hello.
How are you, Pak Robert? Long time no see you.
Yeah, I'm sorry not to be with you, but I arrived like yesterday at 2 a.m. at home and I'm leaving tomorrow morning. So I'm a bit, so I'm sharing the rain now in Bogor, but I don't share the same place. So thanks.
I appreciate it so much, Pak Robert. In the middle of your very, very tight schedule, you accepting our invitation. Thank you so much, Pak.
You're welcome.
Before we start, Pak Robert, please kindly allow me to read your short bio, ya, Pak, ya. Robert Nasi is the Director General of Center for International Forestry Research since 1st of November 2017. He was born in 1959 in Nice, France. He graduated as a forest engineer from the French National Forestry School and achieved a PhD in the field of ecology from the University of Paris-Sud Orsay. Since 1982, he has been living and traveling extensively in Africa, Asia, and the Pacific, undertaking research activities in the fields of ecology and management of tropical forest. He has authored or co-authored more than 300 scientific publications. That was so amazing. Pak Robert, time and place are yours.
Thank you. I will try to share my screen. Now you need to tell me. Are you seeing the presentation now?
Yes, we can see your screen,
Okay.
Pak. Yeah.
Okay, dear colleagues from IPB and dear participant of this summer course, I've been tasked to talk to you about the contribution of forests and trees in reducing our carbon footprint, which is something that I believe you have not addressed yet. So the outline of the presentation is pretty simple. We are going to look at the global carbon cycle, COVID-19, and the forestry sector. Then in the second part, we look at the potential contribution to forest, trees, and agroforestry system into solving the climate crisis by reducing carbon footprint. And then in the end, I will ask you the question, where will we find the forest and wood resources to achieve that? So the global carbon cycle, COVID-19, and the forestry sector. Here is a picture that I've taken from the latest carbon budget publication 2022. And you see the global carbon cycle. And then you see that the main emission is linked to forest fuel, fossil fuel, 9.6 gigaton. And then you see in the red orange, red oval, the land use sector. And you see that land use change, so forest deforestation, degradation, agriculture, it's 1.2 emission, and at the same time, the land uptake, which is the carbon absorbed by forest, trees, and other natural ecosystem, is about 3.1. So forest and natural ecosystem are global carbon sinks. But look at the relative size, and you will see that our main problem is still the fossil fuel, which is something that we should not forget. And this is presented in a somewhat different way. And you see the increase on greenhouse gas emission, the contribution of various countries, and you see China overtake USA in 2020. We see by commodities, coal is the highest one, oil, gas, and cement. Forest is nowhere to be seen here, and you see in terms of the war, and here it's a different. So in terms of sector, if you look at the agriculture, forestry, and land use sector, it's about 18% of the greenhouse gases emission. And if you look at the issue of the tropical deforestation, if it was a country, it would be the third largest country after China and the United States. So it's a big issue. Now, if you look, everybody says, yeah, COVID-19 has had an impact on emission. Yes, but if you look at the graph on the left, which is the NOAA climate data, you see the COVID-19 has been a mere blip in the emission, and you can see that the concentration in the atmosphere continue to increase. And on the right side, you see a more detailed figure extracted from the International Monetary Fund report, and you see that effectively in 2020 there has been a dip in the emission, but we are back to where we were before. So in terms of global emission, COVID-19, with all the suffering that it brought, was a mere blip. If we look at the forestry sector globally, you can see that there has been an initial shock because of the COVID-19, and especially because of the less demand, lockdown, and global supply chain disruption. And you can see that forestry has been affected by 14%, and mostly the most affected region were North America and Asia. And paper has been affected by little less, but ecoforestry is wood. So that's an initial shock, but ultimately, I mean, the same trend prior to COVID remains unchanged. So the demand side was strong. Global commodity are key to determine typical forest loss. And fundamentally, the main comparative conclusion is that COVID-19 did not decisively change country respective pre-existing trend, accelerating deforestation in Brazil, continuously high deforestation in Mexico, decelerating forest loss in Indonesia, and all continue the same. So fundamentally, the forestry sector have not really been affected by COVID-19. Which brings us the question, what could be the contribution of the forestry and agroforestry, what we call the forestry sector as a whole, to solving the climate crisis? And here I'm using the framework of the Project Drawdown, which I strongly suggest students to look at. This is a very interesting group. Everything is online. You have the website. And they look at potential solutions to reduce what they climate change effect emission and what they call drawdown. And you see that food, agriculture, and land use is an important one in the square, red square, and also the Langsing, which is agriculture, degraded land, and restore ecosystem. So forestry, agroforestry are two of the main potential global solutions for reducing greenhouse gas emission. Now, if we look at the deforestation and degradation, which is the sort of the first element, okay, let's stop deforestation and degradation to avoid more emission. You have the Glasgow Leader Declaration on Forest and Land Use, which is the latest one that was in the COP26. And to reach a net zero greenhouse gas emission in 2050, our only way is to reduce our total greenhouse gas emission by 55%, from 58 gigaton CO2 equivalent in 2019 to about 25 gigatons CO2 equivalent by 2030. And if you look on the right side about what caused forest loss, and I remind you the Glasgow Declaration is about halting forest loss, you see that 27% is about commodity-driven deforestation, 1% is about infrastructure, and this is permanent deforestation. And then there is a lot of non-permanent deforestation, that is degradation. 24% by shifting cultivation, 26% by forest reparation, 23% by wildfire. And there is also an element of pest and disease, but hasn't been assessed. So there is a significant element of deforestation and degradation that is linked to agriculture, infrastructure, and wildfire. And then here I put a word of caution. The fourth scenario that you see on the right side from the PNAS paper on 2022, you have the business as usual, and business as usual is we continue our process, and then you have three different scenarios: end gross forest loss, end net forest loss, and tree cover loss. All these scenarios are Glasgow compliant, so they fulfill the commitment of the Glasgow Declaration. But if you read what the author conclude, you see that even though the three scenarios all appear to comply with the Glasgow commitment, they produce widely different net carbon gains. And compared to the business as usual, the end gross forest loss sequesters about 143 gigatons of carbon by 2050. The end net forest loss does half as much, 68 gigatons, and the end tree cover loss produce no significant carbon sequestration, 8 gigatons. So you see, you can be Glasgow compliant and end up with almost no change in terms of the carbon footprint. So this is something that we have to take into account in terms of analyzing the contribution of the forest and forestry sector to reducing carbon footprint. One way, in addition to the deforestation and degradation that the forest sector can address the carbon footprint, is by the forest landscape restoration. And we know that we have about 12 million hectares of land that are degraded every year. This is harming the well-being of about 3.2 billion people. This is a lot of money lost in terms of ecosystem services and services, 6.3 trillion. But assuming that we achieve our goal or target for restoration, we can achieve a net gain of up to $9 trillion. And we know by empirical evidence that $1 invested in restoration gives you $7 to $30 in return. And in fact, restoration is removal of carbon from you fix carbon in the trees. And a study in 2018 by Bernard et al. Showed that planted forests and woodlots will save up to maximum of 40.7 tons of CO2 per year per hectare per year during the first 20 years after restoration. Mangrove is the second most important, 21.3. Then comes natural regeneration of forest up to 18.8, and then agroforestry up to 15.6. So there is a significant economic and carbon reduction footprint linked to forest landscape restoration. Another approach is looking at what is called jurisdictional approaches to low emission development based on trees. And here I may give you the example of 39 of this jurisdiction, one of which, several of them are in fact in Indonesia, in Papua, Borneo, and Sumatra. And these 39 jurisdictions represent about 28% of the tropical forest. And you can see that thanks to their legislation, thanks to their action at their jurisdictional level, we have avoided 6.8 gigaton of CO2 equivalent, and we have realized 69.2 gigaton of carbon stocks. So it is also a very good pathway in terms of the contribution to trees and forestry to reducing carbon footprint. Then something which is a bit more new in a sense, or is the whole issue of the bioeconomy. We all know, as we have seen in the beginning, that the main issue is the emission of fossil fuel. If we want to remove fossil fuel use, we need to replace it by something, because people will still need to move around, people will still need to build houses, people will still need to warm their food, people will still need to be kept warm during winter. And so how do we replace fossil fuel in the bioeconomy? Well, one solution is to replace by wood. And you can see that if you replace cement by wood, for example, you have 2.2 tons of CO2 equivalent are avoided by using 1 ton of wood instead of cement, with a better thermal efficiency, and the material use is reduced by 50% compared to concrete. And the picture that you have on the right low corner is in fact the tallest wood skyscraper, which was built in Sweden a few years ago. You can also replace textile by wood, replacing cotton, and the carbon footprint for new wood-based textile can be up to 9 times lower than synthetic one. So there is a huge potential for wood as a material to substitute to a very high carbon emission material like cement or textile. Of course, we cannot replace suddenly all the cement or all the concrete of the world by wood, but there is a significant contribution to bring. And then finally, because unfortunately, following COP27, we have to admit that we will never meet the 1.5 degree Paris Agreement. We are going towards a world closer to 2.4 degrees than 1.5. We need very much to work on our ecosystem-based adaptation. And here, forests and trees are the best solution because they provision services, products, they regulate service, they provide ecosystem service to agriculture, they provide watershed regulation, they provide coastal protection, they provide urban microclimate, and they provide regional microclimate. And so forests and trees are really the solution, the green infrastructure that we need to use if we want to adapt to climate change. And then finally, I'm not going to read the slide, but you will have the documentation. If you needed any other reason to plant more trees or to have more forests, here is a list of the reasons. Forests are the most biodiverse terrestrial ecosystem. Forests and trees contribute to food security and nutrition by provisioning food and energy, income generation and employment. The actual contribution of removal, so restoration, could be up to 110 gigaton equivalent around 2040. If we want to use wood for the bioeconomy, I mean, growing forest is currently the only way to produce wood. It's also the only way to really build a carbon sink that is proved, which is compared to a lot of untested and costly carbon capture and storage technology that are all the rage these days. Also, restoration of degraded forests is also the best way to offset emissions from difficult to decarbonize sector like cement or air travel. Finally, forests influence water cycle at all scales in a way that remain incompletely characterized and reduce local temperature. So if we want to move into a bioeconomy, wood must play a major role, and the only way to produce wood is by trees and forests. So now we have seen that we need more trees and forests, all well, but where will they be found? Where will we find it? If you look at the forest resource assessment of FAO in 2020, we have about left 4.06 billion hectare of forest. Out of this 4.06 billion hectare, there is 1.1 billion hectare of primary forest, about 2.66 billion hectare of naturally regenerated forest, but are not primary, so they have been managed or they have been logged or they are used for the purpose, and 290 million hectare of forest plantation. So this is our forest estate as of 2020. This forest estate produced about 4 billion, roughly, cubic meter of roundwood equivalent per year. And you can see the difference in terms of the production. In Asia, Africa, and South America, wood fuel is the main producing. In Europe, North America, and it's more industrial roundwood. But overall, this is a picture. So we produce about 4 billion cubic meter of roundwood equivalent for 4 billion hectare of forest. We also know that gives up an average consumption of 0.5 cubic meter per person and per year. It's pretty simple. But in 2022, we just reached 8 billion people, and by 2030, we will have an additional 950 million people. These 950 million people, everything being equal, not even talking about bioenergy, they will need to use 0.5 cubic meter of wood per person and per year. So we need to find an additional 450 million cubic meter of wood. And the question is where? And if you look at what I presented, the plantation, naturally regenerated primary forest, we definitely don't want to cut our primary forest. We want to keep what is left. And Indonesia is a pioneer here with the moratorium. It's not even a moratorium, there's a permanent ban of cutting, logging in primary forest and peatlands. The naturally regenerated forest, production forest, they already produce what they can produce. So we can certainly improve, but mostly they are already at the maximum. We don't want to cut wood in protected area. So that leaves us of better use of the wood of it. So trying to reduce the low technology, low intensity, low economic value like wood fuel in some places. We need to increase forest plantation wherever and whenever it makes sense. And we need to restore the large amount of degraded land in terms of producing more wood. So this is what we should do should we want to have more forests, more wood, more trees to reduce our carbon footprint via conservation management. So we need more forests and trees and a wiser use of forest and tree resources. And for that, it's a very three-word, very simple rule. We need to protect intact forest and critical ecosystem like mangroves in peatland, where again, Indonesia is leading here for tropical country. Sustainably manage the production forest plantation, and also agroforestry system. I mean, the more we have tree in the agricultural land, which represent about 35% of the land use, the more we will be able to sequester carbon in agricultural land. And it also comes with increased productivity, or at least not a decreased productivity in the crops. And we need to restore degraded forests. And we need to restore degraded forests not only for ecosystem services, but also to produce material, wood, fiber, and other material derived from wood. That's the final message. So forest trees are important to reducing our carbon footprint. For that, we need to conserve, manage, protect better than we are doing actually. Thank you very much.
Robert, big applause for Pak Robert. Okay, somebody wants to ask question? Okay, Ibu Dr. Nova.
Okay, Dr. Robert Nasi, right? Yeah, hello, nice to meet you, Dr. Robert. My name is Nova. I am from Department of Resource and Environmental Economics. I have a question. Before I floor my question, I would like to inform that in 2021 UN Climate Change Conference, or COP26 in Glasgow, already highlighting ambitious climate goals that will shape global policy and investment decision making over the coming decade. And related to that information, I would like to know about what carbon market currently exists and are more coming, and what impact could this market have on the forest product industry and new investment in the future? That's two of my questions. Thank you so much, Dr. Robert.
Thank you. This issue of carbon market is a very important one, and a very topical one. I mean, so now there is recognition and some rule of the carbon market that have been discussed in the UNFCCC, and if I'm not mistaken, in the Article 6 in the COP26 in Glasgow and the COP27 in Sharm el-Sheikh. The main problem that we have with carbon market now is that it's a bit the jungle. You know, you have a lot of carbon cowboys, and you don't have a lot of very good, verifiable carbon projects. So a lot of the projects are plagued with problems. Some are very good. There are some verification systems, but they are not all the same. So as I said, it's a bit the law of the jungle, and investors don't like that. So until we fix our act in terms of the carbon market, and I think we agree on the pricing, we agree on the verification, we agree on what constitutes a good offset compared to an excuse to do business as usual, this is not going to have a huge impact. I mean, and if you look at the voluntary carbon market, although there is a significant amount of money exchange, I mean, it doesn't impact the greenhouse gases emission. So there is a great potential for carbon market, but we need to have a proper system in place that ensure that what you are buying is really a carbon sequestration or carbon reduction footprint, and not a bunch of hot air. So that's really where we are, and you have very wide price. I mean, so for example, I think in the voluntary carbon market now, the price of a ton of carbon is something like $5 to $10. Now, if you discuss with the European Investment Bank, they tell you that the shadow price they use for their project, it's €200, so about $200. So you can see the range, and nobody really agree on how do you fix a price, and nobody agree on how do you really have a system of verification. And so it's a bit complicated. It's definitely something that should be part of the solution, but that there need to be a lot of work to do more to have something that is reliable and transparent, and that would effectively contribute both to reduction of emissions and economic input for the forest.
Thank you, Pak Robert, for a very clear explanation. Dr. Nufa, thank you for your question. Anybody else wants to ask question? Okay, maybe we pick a question from the online participants. Miss Triwirayuwati, you can ask Pak Robert directly, Pak. Oh, okay. What is your opinion, Pak Robert, on the contribution of wetlands ecosystem in achieving NDC commitment for Indonesia in 2030? Thank you, Pak.
Well, the contribution to wetland are critical, especially for a country like Indonesia. Indonesia has 25% of the world mangroves, as we have seen. Mangrove restoration is the second better way to remove carbon from the atmosphere. So that, and Indonesia has committed to rehabilitate 600,000 hectares of mangrove. So I think that mangrove will be very important, but so will be peatland also. A lot of the emission in the past years in Indonesia came because peatlands were burned now it's not the case anymore, thanks to the various legislation passed by the government, and also thanks also for the last few years by a favorable rainfall regime. But peatlands are going to be an essential part of the realization of the FOLU scenario designed by the Indonesian government. Comparatively, I mean, it's sort of, and although wetlands are not representing a large amount in terms of area, these are the ecosystems that store the most carbon, and mostly in the soil more than in the vegetation. But if you touch the vegetation, the carbon in the soil is oxidizing and releasing. Wetland, essential, critical for the realization of NDC commitment for Indonesia in 2030.
No? Oh, okay. Noel, maybe you can ask Pak Robert directly, Noel.
Thank you very much, Ibu May, Pak Robert. This is my first time to follow your lecture. I'm very glad to ask this question to you. I'm sure that you know this issue. I will talk about SPLK, a timber legally assurance system. As you know, it's the Indonesian government together with the stakeholder developed this kind of certification to ensure that timber products and raw materials meet the legal aspects, something like that. If I'm not mistaken, we still have many obstacles or a challenge in which how to increase the level of acceptance both in domestic and international market. I would like to know your opinions, which barrier or maybe success factor that we should do, and then we could implement this kind of certification for most timber industry in Indonesia, and especially for the small medium enterprise. Thank you very much, Pak Robert.
Yeah, thank you. Although it's not a question of reduction of carbon footprint, it's certainly a question of legality and sustainability and access to market. But the main problem that is plaguing the SVLK is the same that the one is plaguing the other certification system. It costs money, and it costs money upfront. And if you are a large company like IKEA, you can put this money upfront to gain part of market in countries that are sensitive to this issue, like the European Commission or USA. If you are a small furniture maker in Jepara, then you don't have the money to put upfront to get your SVLK, and because there is a cost. And yes, maybe you may get some part of market, but are people willing to pay more for your wood if the wood comes to a SVLK certificate? So that's the main issue, is that, okay, how do we help? And it's really true for the small and medium scale enterprises, and there are many in the Indonesian sector, and especially in the furniture sector on Java. How can we help these people in getting their certificates, and mostly covering the cost and giving them their technology? How do you do that? People are good in making furniture. They are not necessarily good in interpreting laws or things. So that's very much in terms of capacity development and financial incentive. And also, I mean, the market should accept that if someone is producing a product that is sustainable, certified, legal, you should be ready to pay a bit more to get that. And there should be also this incentive. I mean that any product that has not this should not be accepted in the market. So that you try to work both sides, but the disincentive is a bit tricky because you don't want also to remove the livelihood of small and medium enterprise. So tricky question, but for me, the main issue is first, upfront financial investment for small scale enterprise. And second, the willingness of the market to buy this product with a premium. And it's true for fair trade coffee, it's for all the commodities that are traded and that have certification.
Cool, thank you very much.
Another question from the offline participants.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Naufal. I'm IPB University. You said that forest provide benefit for reducing carbon emission, but how we do to protect them, especially from economic interest in the form of land clearing. Example for palm oil, when demand increase, we need more land from palm oil. That you know that Indonesia is the largest production in palm oil in the world. So how we do protect them from land clearing? Thank you, sir.
Thank you. It's a very important question, especially in the context of Indonesia or Malaysia, the largest producer of oil palm in the world. And what we have seen in the last few years is that there is a decoupling. I mean, a sort of, although palm oil production, oil palm production has increased, I mean, a sort of deforestation has decreased in Indonesia. And that's because, in fact, palm oil plantation have not been done at the expense of forest. Again, thanks to the regulation put in place by the KLHK, and the various presidential decree, but also because there is already quite an amount of degraded land that can be used to grow oil palm or other commodity without cutting forest. So I think there is a potential in Indonesia for an expansion of oil palm without having to cut primary forest or even secondary forest. And then we should take advantage of that. And also, besides oil palm, for any other commodity that makes sense, or even production of wood. So we are at a stage, I think, that Indonesia can probably achieve its target in terms of commodity production without having to cut or deforest a new area. Of course, I mean, it's sort of, it is a bit of an economic, it has an economic or financial price. I mean, sort of the classical model in the 90s or 80s was that you have a piece of forest, you will log your forest, you will get the money from the timber, you will clear completely. After you get the money from the timber, you can invest the money from the timber in the oil palm plantation. And then financially you are covered until your palm oil start producing. So that was a classical model. I mean, it's sort of that was a win-win scenario for the investor. I mean, because they were covering their costs without having to put. But I don't think it's the case anymore. But I think also people realize that if they want to continue having access to markets that are sensitive to that, and they need to have the same as timber, not the SVLK, but RSPO or other palm oil certification system in place. And for this, there are effectively the request for the deforestation-free palm oil And there is now the regulation in the European Commission that require that several communities, including oil palm, are deforestation free. And so that's something that we take into account. But I think Indonesia has enough degraded land or land suitable for oil palm or other community without having to cut any primary or untouched or good quality secondary forest.
Thank you, Pak Robert. Is there any more questions? Okay, Farah. Farah Dina is one of the students.
Okay. Yeah, thank you for your presentation, Mr. Robert. So, yeah, my name is Farah. I am from the Bachelor SL Department, Research and Environmental Economics. So I want to ask about, you say the step that we can do is changing the woods from the synthetic one to the new one. And the second one is about to plant the trees. So basically, that's maybe a major or big steps, right? So what can we do as a student to go towards that step, you know, to go to the changing the woods and plant trees to the, do we can make our mini forest in maybe our house or something like that? Thank you, Mr. Robert.
Yeah, that's a very good question. Also, what's the role of the individual compared to the role of the country or the whole society? And then we all have our role to play. And yes, you can plant trees in your backyard. And I have some durian in my garden with some mango, and also I could consider that I'm storing some carbon and getting the fruit also. But I think most importantly, and for the young people, youth like you, because you are going to be the generation that inherit the world that we are living you, and you must be in charge. So you must take charge. You must challenge your elders, and more importantly, as an individual, you should be successful in your study, get your bachelor, get your master, get your PhD, and maybe be the next Minister of Forestry for Indonesia. So I think it's all about ambition and realizing that, yes, we cannot have a small role as individual, but fundamentally what needs to change is the society as a whole. And as I said, 90% of the problem come from fossil fuel and not from the forest. But we can contribute to a solution. So I can only tell you, encourage you. You can have groups of students, you can plant trees, you can participate to tree campaign, you can help removing plastic litter, you can do a lot of things. But if you really want to have an impact, it has to be at the political level, and it has to be people. I mean, Indonesia is a democracy, so you vote for people. So vote for the people that give you a good program in terms of forest, trees, and climate change.
That was really good last question and answer. Yeah, that was epic. Again, big applause for Dr. Robert Nasi for very, very fruitful presentation.
Thank you, everybody.
Robert, having you here today bring back so much memories for me, Pak Robert. 23 years ago, yeah, I was working as statistician in C4 under your research division, Pak Robert.
Well, don't remind me how old I am.
And together with then Mrs. Robert Nasi, whom I called Teh Indah. Pak Robert, as our gratitude for your huge contribution for the summer course program, let me deliver a special tribute to Mr. and Mrs. Nasi. I hope Teh Indah is somewhere there. Teh Indah, I miss you so much.
She's not around.
For Whitney Houston.
She's visiting her parents now.
Yes, Pak. Share my life, take me for what I am. 'Cause I'll never change all my colors for you. Take my life, I'll never ask for too much. Just hold and you knew and everything that you do. I don't really need to look too much further. I don't wanna beg again. It's passion inside. I can't run from myself. There's no better. No, don't make me. I don't wanna hurt anymore. Take me there. I imagine you there. Don't walk away from me. No, I have nothing, nothing, nothing. If I don't have see through right to the heart of me. You break down my walls with the strength of your love. Oh, I'll never I can hold on to. I don't really need to look very much further. I don't wanna have to go. You don't find me. Now I wanna beg again. This passion inside, I can't run from myself. There's nowhere to go. No, don't make me anymore. Stay in my arms if you're there. Must I imagine you there? Don't walk away from me. No, 'cause I have nothing, nothing, nothing. Don't make me. If I don't have you, Thank you, Pak Robert. Thank you. My regards to Miss Indah. Thank you. Now, participants, are you ready to enjoy the rest of this event? Okay, I believe you do. So here we go. The ESL Summer Witchcraft School is going to organize a memorable graduation day. As the final year students now are ready to fight the carbon footprints as the Earth Warrior. Woohoo! However, the summer school students are divided on which theme they opt for the special day. Some students want a conservative witchy theme, Hogwarts, Halloween, yeah? But some other students want a colorful cultural theme. As the head of the school, the Grand Witch Professor Melanie Dumbledore, which is me, try to resolve this dispute before it is going to be ugly and they become so much polarized, like Trump versus Biden, or even closer, like Jokowi versus Prabowo in our neighbor country, the negara berflower. I have challenged the students from each conflicted group to come show off on the Dramaga Fashion Week catwalk. For the first opportunity, I would like to invite the Harry Potter camp to Dramaga Fashion Week Season 1 Harry Potter theme. Come on. Come on, guys, the Harry Potter supporters. Now I will be also the Harry Potter supporter.
jula, sebamangkar jula jula. Cuplak cuplak suwange tinggal lenter, membuka tondong kudel, pak empong lerak lere sopong guyung dele ake sir pong dele kopong sir pong dele kopong. Ampar pisangku belum masak sabigi diurung bari manggalepok patah kayu pengkok dimakan api apinya cangcurupan. Rasa sayangi lihat dari jauh. Rasa sayangi lihat dari jauh. Rasa sayangi. Honke riro, honke jombe riro, honke riro, honke jombe riro. Seksi batu manikan di berjoget sama di kotan dia menyanyi sebamangkar jula jula, sebamangkar jula jula. Seksi batu manikan di berjoget sama di kotan dia menyanyi sebamangkar jula jula, sebamangkar jula jula. Cuplak cuplak suwange tinggal lenter, membuka tondong kudel, pak empong lerak lere sopong guyung dele ake sir pong dele kopong sir pong dele kopong. Ampar pisangku belum masak sabigi diurung bari Seksi batu manikan di berjoget sama di kota dia menyanyi sebab mengkajula-jula, sebab mengkajula-jula. Seksi batu manikan di berjoget sama di kota dia menyanyi sebab mengkajula-jula, sebab mengkajula-jula. Cuplak-cuplak suwange tinggal lenter membuka tondong kudel Pak empong lerak-lere sopong guyun dele ake sir pong dele kopong sir pong dele kopong Ampar-ampar pisangku belum masak sabigi diurung bari-bari mangga lepok patah kayu bengkok dimakan api apinya cangcurupan rasa sayangi lihat dari jauh rasa sayangi lihat dari jauh rasa sayangi
Thank you. So amazing. Foto dulu dong. Foto dulu. Foto dulu. Fotografer tolong. Oh my God, nanti aku nggak bisa tidur nanti malam. Okay, Masya Allah. My goodness, I can't pick between them. They were so amazing, both of them. Yeah, so dedicated, so, my goodness. Marvelous, marvelous, marvelous. Thank you again for all participants. Yeah, for today you just give of you. Yeah. For to close this summer course sweetly. Thank you. Big applause for all of you. Dear participants, many things happens throughout the summer course. You need to attend 2 lectures every single day, weekdays and weekends. While some of you also have exam in your home-based university. Some of you also comes from different time zones. As a huge appreciation to all of the participants. Let's play again the participant video, compiling short videos and photos from hundreds of people from 9 countries. I only gave you 1 day to submit your short video. I gave you instructions to do this, to do that. And look at the result, fabulous. Mas Arif, please replay the participant video. I want it, no, not I want it all. Bon Jovi's It's My Life.
This ain't a song for the broken hearted.
Suara Mas Arif.
A silent prayer for faith departed. I ain't gonna be just a face in the crowd. You're gonna hear my voice when I shout it out loud. It's my life, it's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. I just wanna live when I'm alive. It's my life. My heart is like an open highway. Like Franklin said, I did it my way. I just wanna live when I'm alive. It's my life. This is for ones who stood their ground. For Tommy and Gina, who never back down. Tomorrow's getting harder, make no mistake. Looking even look, you gotta make your own breaks. It's my life, and it's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. I just wanna live when I'm alive. It's my life. My heart is like an open highway. Like Franklin said, I did it my way. I just wanna live when I'm alive. 'Cause it's my life. Better stand tall when they're calling you out. Don't bend, don't break, baby, don't back down. It's my life, and it's now or never. 'Cause I ain't gonna live forever. I just wanna live when I'm alive. It's my life. My heart is like an open highway. Like Franklin said, I did it my way. I just wanna live when I'm alive. It's my life, and it's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. I just wanna live when I'm alive. It's my life. My heart is like an open highway. Like Franklin said, I did it my way. I just wanna live when I'm alive. 'Cause it's my life.
Bring so much memory, isn't it? Yeah? Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Now, we would like to invite some students to express their opinion, their testimonials, and feedback, yeah, about the summer course program. I will invite first the offline participants. Come on, come to the stage. I think there are some 4 students wants to give testimonials. Didan, who else? Didan, siapa lagi? Kemarin katanya ada 4. Nah, satu lagi dong dari belakang. Oke, one more. One more male, ya, to accompany Didan. Don't let Didan bisa mempersunting those 2 ladies. Come on. Just come. Okay, we have two couples. Didan. Come. Yeah, all of you. Okay, come. All right, yeah. Who first? Didan first? Okay.
Oke. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. Hello. Are you asleep? Or not? Okay. Maybe all of you know about me because I'm admin in your group. And actually, I'm the participant of summer course too, but actually me help mom of me to something admin in group, and then yeah, IT again in Zoom meeting. But in this time, I wanna say about the summer course, like 2 week or 3 week we can do, and then I'm so proud about you. All of you can participated in summer course environmental research economics in about carbon footprint. And for me, I'm so happy because what? Because I find new friend, but not from IPB. I found new friend from Bangladesh. Her name is Mursid. Maybe if Mursid present in Zoom, I'm very thank you to you because I spend a lot of time to discuss about podcast, about learning journal with Mursid from Bangladesh. And then in one day, I think one day before we submission the podcast, I spent 1 or 2 hours call with him about how we can create some podcast to submission to assignment the podcast, and we can do, and we can editing, and we can recording about how and what is a small step to we can do to can contribute the footprint in Indonesia. That's all maybe from me. Hopefully all of you can happy too. That's all, and thank you. Maybe wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Ya, halo semuanya. Saya Farah dari 57 juga. Intinya untuk sepatah kata ya, the summer course makes me more berani gitu, more brave. Yeah, thank you Didan, more brave to talk in English without have a wrong grammar. So I hope you guys can do too. Mulai dari status WhatsApp aja gitu, dulu tuh saya sendiri tuh sangat-sangat takut untuk buat status bahasa Inggris, takut grammarnya salah. Tapi because of the summer course, I have much more brave to just write in English. Jadi terima kasih untuk summer course, and thank you for the free too. Kita di sini gratis juga di summer course-nya, padahal sebelumnya ada mau bayar gitu. Jadi terima kasih kepada ESL yang mewadahi summer course ini bisa gratis karena banyak banget dapat ilmunya begitu. Terima kasih teman-teman semua. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, check. Hello, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, I'm Nilam, and first I wanted to thank you to our beloved Miss Melanie who accompanied us all this time. And in here, I wanna share my feelings during my this summer course. I have learned a lot from amazing speakers, and I have found a new friend from Malaysia who called Kalia. Maybe you watch this, and hi. And I wanna congratulate to you all guys because Yeah, happy graduation, and I hope we will meet in the next summer course. Okay, thank you.
Okay, excuse me. My name is Dava. First of all, thank you to Bu Melanie as the coordinator of the summer course 6 best edition. Then if we talk for the first time when the summer course will be held, then that was a very amazing for me for the first time to try also. Then I chat to all of my friends also from another department who has come here also. Then I promote it. Then I invite them to join this really amazing summer course. Also, thank you. Was the lecturer and the keynote speaker was a very insightful and inspiring. Also, I knew about new friends from another country to make some discussion group, also to doing tasks. Then until right now, meanwhile, our class was online, but right now the graduation, I feel the offline session. And it was a very amazing, super full for me. I think just that. Thank you.
Oke, thank you. Bisa kembali ke tempat. Thank you. This fabulous for participants from IPB University, all of them. Okay, is there any participants from this online floor, Mas Arif, who wants to express their feedback? Okay, we can't. Okay, we have a technical difficulty to project the online participants here. Anyway, okay, this is also one of the most awaited moment in this summer course. Moving right along, it is now our pleasure to announce the finalists and the competition winners and the best participant. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, Daniel. Sorry. Oh, okay. Daniel wants to say something. I'm sorry, darling. Yes, Daniel, please.
Hi. Hello. Hi. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, but it's too small, I think.
Oh, okay. Wait. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, Daniel, we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. Hi, everyone. Hello. Yeah. Thank you for the and good evening, everyone. And and I'm Daniel James from Sabah, University Malaysia Sabah, Malaysia, and just sharing my feedback. And then, first of all, I would like to say thank you to Madam Mel and all the committee, and also to all the participants. And thank you for this opportunity to join this ESL. And actually, this is my second time joining this program. And last time, and I learned a lot from this program. And this time I also bring some friends in joining together from Malaysia to make it more merrier. And then I met a lot of friends from Indonesia and also from Pakistan, and everyone is wonderful, and we learn a lot of valuable knowledge especially in how we want to help in mitigating the mitigating the climate change. And this time I think it's also, even the assignment is lesser than last time, but it is also challenging because everyone is now going face to face in the university. They're going back. Unlike last time, we all at home, and then we have a lot of time. But despite the challenges, I think everyone have participate well, and everyone is doing the great job in making this program a success. And I quite enjoy, this program. Thank you.
It's a very nice traditional outfit, yeah?
Yeah, I'm wearing my
Of
ethnic,
Malaysia.
yeah,
Daniel.
from Sabah.
From Sabah, yeah? Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your inputs also.
Yeah.
Is there any more from the online floor? Mas Arif? Nggak ada. Okay, that's it. I think that's all. Maybe we can move along, Mas Arif, to the presentation. Oh, okay. Miss Ira. Yeah, Miss Ira, how are you today?
Hello, Mbak May. How are you?
From Wageningen University.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, Miss Ira, please.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying the course. Thank you, Mbak May, for the invitation. And I just want to say, first, I found inspiring speakers. And second one, I got new knowledge. And the third one, I feel much younger because for me, such from older generation like us, Mbak May, with the new tasks such as podcast, that's the first time for us, for me. Thank you very much for the opportunity. I really enjoy it. Thank you, Mbak May.
Thank you, Mbak Ira. Also bring so much memory because we did a master's together with Ira and me in Wageningen University. How many years ago? Oh my God. Yeah. 18 years ago.
2004.
Okay. Ada lagi? Okay. Hi, Noel. How are you? Noel from Göttingen University, PhD student. Yes, Noel, please.
Just short, dear Ibu May, or ASL team and dear colleagues, I'm speaking to thank you for organizing the ASL Summer Course 2022. This year, for me, it's the first time I joined, and I found many opportunities in order to rise our knowledge and experience. This course has helped us continue to expand our mission to be a carbon footprint warrior, and education that students in over the world need to thrive. We hope to see you again at next year's ASL conference, or maybe one of the upcoming events provided by ASL. Thank you very much. Auf Wiedersehen.
Thank you, Noel. Thank you. Maybe one more if we have to make four. No more. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much for your insight, for your inputs, for your testimonials, feedbacks, yeah, for this summer course. And we're really happy, Pak Ahyar, yeah, to hear that you get quite a lot of benefits, yeah, from this summer course, from new friends, new network, new confidence talking in English, like Farah said that before just writing in WhatsApp group, I feel a bit struggling, but then day by day you raise the confidence. Yeah, I'm so happy, yeah, to hear that. That is why we make this program, yeah, to help students. Even it is IPB University students to make internationalization, yeah, of domestic students, and also to have exchange experience, exchange knowledge with other students from other university, both in Indonesia and also from abroad, yeah. I'm so happy to hear that. Okay, the most waited moment, yeah. The winner and finalists of the competition. Maybe the first winner, the first group, yeah, the first group of competition. We want to announce the winner of the outfit competition. And I already asked Pak Ahyar to choose from each camp Pak Ahyar. Maybe Pak Ahyar want to announce himself. Who is the best from Harry Potter camp, Pak Ahyar? Boleh.
Okay, thank you, Bu Mei. Yeah, the winner from Harry Potter session. Yeah, Harry Potter session. The winner is number.
The third winner first, ya Pak. The third winner first.
From the third winner first. The third winner number 9.
Number 9, where is number 9?
And second winner, number 5. And the last, the first winner is number 4. Okay. Thank you, Bu Mei.
Yeah, maybe come to the stage, yeah. Then Pak Ahyar then will join them to have a photo, yeah, for the best costume, for the best outfit. Come on. And satu lagi Pak Ahyar for the buat nanti kita umumkan lagi ya, yang from the ethnic camp. Okay, we already have 3 winners from the outfit competition. Yeah, from the Harry Potter camp. Yeah, mangga Pak Ahyar.
Okay, from the ethnic session. Okay, the third winner is number 77. And the second winners is number 80. And the last, the first winner, number 78. Okay, thank you, Bu Mei.
Mangga Pak Ahyar, ke atas Pak Ahyar. Ya. Iya. Bapak di tengah. Fotografer. Mas fotografer yang kece, ya. Okay, the winners of the outfit competitions. Yay. Oke, thank you. Bisa kembali ke tempat lagi. Terima kasih Pak Ahyar. Terima kasih. Oke, Mas Arif, kita putar dulu American Idol-nya. Oke, the stressing moment. We will announce the winner for Best Learning Journal, Best Podcast, and Best Participant, ya. Are you ready? Ready, oke. Mas Arif ini tangannya 10. He has 10 hands and he operates there, you know what? He operates 4 computers. by himself. Yeah. Maybe we start from learning journal first, Mas Arif. Okay. Okay, best learning journal. Best learning journal. Finalists are Charity, University Malaysia Sabah. Next, Krista Kezia Karangan, IPB University. Next, Daniel James, University Malaysia Sabah. Muhammad Farhan Tufail, IPB University. Mas Immanuel Manurung, the University of Göttingen. Mas feedback Mas. Kasmiati, Universitas Sulawesi Barat. Latifah Sriandini, IPB University. Muhammad Asif Khan, University of Haripur, Pakistan. Robi Fauzan, Apikal. Syazwani Nisa, University Malaysia Sabah. Piwi Rayuwati from BRIN. Okay, third winner is Robi Fauzan from Apikal. Mas Robi Fauzan, Pak Robi Fauzan, congratulations, you are the third winner of Best Learning Journal. Second winner is Chailiting, University Malaysia Sabah. And who is our first winner is Immanuel Manurung from University of Göttingen. Congratulations, all of them are the online participants. Yeah, congratulations Noel, congratulations Chailiting, congratulations Pak Robi Fauzan. Yeah, congratulations. Yeah, we are all proud of you. Okay, now best podcast. The finalists are Anjali Kotari, Belinda Haryanto, Chelsea Angeline Wen. Second finalist is Ingesti Mas, kecepatan. Ingesti Harswadiati, Matthew Ilyas Satria Prabowo, and Arina Rosyada Azaka. Next finalist, Daniel James, Dava Ibrahim Manenda, Naraini Putri. And then next finalist, Angelique Regina Rahmadi, Hilbert Syawanda, Rachel Tirta Raharja. Fifth finalist, Nathanael Jovan Utomo, Osbert Nathaniel Winoto, and Robi Fauzan again. And then next finalist is Chailiting, Amelia Harnum Fazriati, Ulfia Anggraini. Next, Sweeteni Atiara Andini, Fitria Zulfi, Fauzani Asa Muhammad. Next, Cindy Fania Husodo, Henny Wahyuni, and Intan Tira from ASL, ya. And then Didan Muhammad Al-Basid, Muhammad Mursyid Hussein. And Kikirino Kurniawan, Made Sukartini, Iga Diantri Saraswati. Yeah, that's all our finalists, yeah. And the winner, third winner, Kentucky Podcast, Kenara, Kenda, Daniel James, Naraini Putri, and Dava, ya. Congratulations. Okay. Second winner. Yay! Ingesti Tasdewa Harswadiati, Matthew Ilyas Satria Prabowo, and Arina Rosyada Aska. First winner is Anjali Kotari, Belinda Haryanto, and Chelsea Angeline Wen. Yay! Okay, now the top of the top, the best participant. Okay, best participant. Okay, number one, finalist number one is Chailiting from University Malaysia Sabah. Next, Aduh, ketutup. Belinda Haryanto, Indonesia Institute for Life Science. Chelsea Angeline Wen, also from Indonesia Institute for Life Science. Next finalist. Dava Ibradanendra from IPB University. Next finalist. Daniel James from University Malaysia Sabah. Next. Hilbert Syawanda from Indonesia Institute for Life Science again. Immanuel Manurung from University of Göttingen. Noel. Next. Matthew Prabawa, Indonesia Institute for Life Science. And who is this? Oke, siapa namanya nih? Oke, I will announce in a WhatsApp group ya. I don't know which one is this, Mas Arif. Salah foto. And then also Robi Fauzan, ya, from Apical, professional. Okay, third winner, Ibrahim from IPB University. Congratulations for third winner. Second winner, Robi Fauzan from Apical. Who is the first winner?
Thank you, thank you.
First winner is Chai Ting from University Malaysia Sabah. Congratulations everybody. Congratulations and yeah, for your hard work, yeah. So now this is the best day for everybody, yeah. Now again, congratulations everybody. I hope this result is satisfying for everybody, yeah, because we have 8 reviewers for the Learning Journal. We have a reviewer also for podcasts, and then we also calculate your attendance. We also calculate your activity, so many parameters, yeah, to decide who is the best. Okay, so that's it. Congratulations for everybody, not only for the winners, but for everybody, yeah? Okay, now I would like to invite the head of Environmental and Resource Economics, Bapak Dr. Ahyar Ismail, to deliver closing speech. To Pak Ahyar always support, yeah, our programs, all our programs, especially the summer course. Pak Ahyar always guiding us, always be our mentor. Pak Ahyar, please, Pak Ahyar. Thank you, Pak Ahyar. Plus Pak Ahyar.
Yes. Okay, thank you, Dr. Melanie. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Excellencies, Deputy Dean of the Faculty of Economic and Management, Dr. Anna Varianti. Excellencies, the Director and Senior Scientist of C4, Dr. Robert Nasi. Distinguished guests, Summer Course Committee and participant. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Selamat sore. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the closing ceremony, inauguration and awarding of International ESL Summer Course Program BAT 2022, Reducing Carbon Footprint, Lesson Learned for Post-COVID-19 World. At the Department of Resource and Environmental Economic, Faculty of Economic and Management, IPB University. It has been intensive day-to-day activities within 2 weeks program, productive and wonderful summer course lecturing, creating delightful videos and podcasts, as well as writing a proper learning journal. And I do hope that all of you achieve a very insightful and memorable courses at the ESL Summer Course Program BAT 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, from the beginning of November 14, 2022 until today, the outstanding lecturer and keynote speakers have delivered fruitful material about reducing carbon footprint lesson learned for post-COVID-19. As the selected theme of the ESL Summer Course Program BAT 2022, we have been enlightened on the issues of the feasibility of low carbon economy in Indonesia, as well as the future of fossil fuel energy in context of achieving low carbon economy. And today, we are here to conclude our event. As I can see that all of you are ready for the inauguration of the 6th International ESL Summer Course Program with fascinating culture and art performance, starting with contemporary dance, which is very creative. I also informed by the committee that we already have winners for learning journal and podcast competition. You all can check it out later. The last, I, on behalf of the Department of ESL, especially would also like to thank to the committee, Dr. Melanie Buitensorgi, Pak Danang Pramudita, Pak Arif, Pak Hussein, Mbak Angga, Mbak Nisa, and all other committees and learning journal reviewer of this summer course program BAT 2022 who gives their totally dedicated to ensure the success of this summer course. Okay, again, it has been an honor for the Department of ESL to be among such provision and great lecturers, students, and the summer course committee. Thank you all for being here today for the entertaining closing ceremony and making such a great summer course program. I congratulate all the summer course BAT 2022 graduates, and I wish you all a blessed day and enjoy your time. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much, Fire. Thank you so much for always support summer course. Okay, guys, we are so proud that all of you come to this end, passing all those busy days patiently. Yeah? Congratulations again. This is your day. This is your inauguration day. And this graduation hats off. See, I already put my graduation hat. I would like to invite all summer course batch 6 students to the stage. Yeah, and as the background, Mas Arif, the rest of students. Aduh, Mas Arifnya kabur lagi. Okay, come up to the stage first. The offline participants, come on. We will perform this hats off from the stage. Okay, come on. Udah lapar kan? Pengen makan taekwan? Yuk, biar cepat beres. Biar cepat beres, yuk. And as the background, Mas Arif, can we put on the screen the online participants who are also waiting for the hats off. Mas Danang, selamat datang. Tadi ada Mbak Nufa, Mbak Dea, Mbak Arini. Okay, come on, guys. Come on, come. Come up to the stage so we can end this quickly and we enjoy Tech One Palembang made special by Ibu Dina. Come on, ya ampun nunggu apa lagi sih? Cepat. Come on, hurry up, guys. Come on, hurry up, guys. It's already almost 4. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Lari, 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 lari. Move it, move it, move it. Like what? Like the police academy, huh? Move it, move it, move it. Okay. Come, come. Come up front. Come up front. Come up front. Maybe you can, okay. Can we make a 1 row? Can we make my 1 row? Is it possible? If it is not possible, can we make 2 rows? Maybe the guys at the back and then the girls at the front. Yeah. Okay. No. Kita mau heads up lu nggak usah duduk. Okay, ready? Are you ready, guys? Okay, ready? Photographer ready? Okay. Aduh. Oh yeah, and also see at the back our online, fellas. Hello. Did you make your graduation hat? No. Okay, come on, guys. Wear your graduation hat, please. We will do this together. The hats off. Kylie Ting, Nisa Hasaning, oh Mbak Nisa, Osama Said, Nadia Awalia, come on cam please. Pak Robi, congratulations. Okay, Dian Pratiwi also ready. Muhammad Asif, can you guys on cam? Everybody on cam? Daniel James also already prepare the traditional graduation hat ya Daniel ya. Alia and yes, Liting. Okay, whether you prepare or not the graduation hat, please just everybody just on cam please. Intan Tina from Universitas Andalas, yay! Prepare for the graduation hat. Muhammad Sikandar, how about you? Okay. Okay, I think everybody's ready. Okay, everybody's ready. Okay. I will count down from 5 to 0. At count 0, you just throw your hats, okay? Together with me also. Gimana? Oh oke, oh gitu. Oh oke, yang belakang nggak kelihatan ya. Yang di depan aja agak turun. Yang belakang nggak usah. Oh mungkin agak maju kali ya. Oh gitu. Tapi kan mau lempar. Oke, ya udah nggak apa-apa. That's alright. Oke. Oh nggak apa-apa deh, nggak apa-apa. Yang penting kelihatan ininya, apa namanya, dilempar ya. Oke. Ready? Online participants ready? Ready? Oke. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Berasa di Amrik ya. Oke, let's Bahyar, Pak Mas Danang, berkenan kita foto bersama. Foto bersama all the participants. Band six. We are the champions, my friends, and we'll keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losing, 'cause we are the champions of the world. Yang belakang nggak kelihatan ya? Udah nggak apa-apa. Gimana? Ya udah nggak apa-apa. Duduk, duduk gini, duduk. Ya Bapak duduk coba. Bapak berdiri deh, Bapak berdiri di belakang. Masa Bapak duduk? Kita kualat nanti. Ya oke. Aku juga maunya berdiri. Kalau duduk kelihatan gendut. Ayo. Leader a challenge before the whole human race, and I ain't gonna lose. We are the champions, my friend. And we'll keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions. We are the champions. We are the champions. My friend. We'll keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, finally we get in the last session in this event, which is Taekwondo time. Woo! Kelihatan pada lapar ya. As the coordinator of ESL Summer Course and representing the Department of Environmental and Resource Economics and IPB University, I would like to say thank you very much for your kind attention. From the depths of my heart, I do apologize for my mistakes in presenting this event. Let's close this event by saying your own pray, and for Muslim friends, let's say Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Enjoy the Taekwondo. Bye. See you all next year. Bye online participants. Thank you so much. See you next year. Oke, silakan menikmati Taekwondo, dan yang mau nyanyi Sweetenia. Udah apa? Udah lapar semuanya. Silakan menikmati Taekwondo sebelah sini. Mangga. Oh iya, makasih banyak ya. Makasih banyak. Yuk, udah langsung aja langsung. Gak usah pakai ayo Bapak. Aduh. Ayo silakan aja kajian, udah kecapean ya. Kenapa? Iyalah nggak apa-apa lah orang. Iya, orang tadinya jadwalnya jam 3 udah bisa makan. Udah jam 4 ini. Aduh ya ampun. Udah selesai. Tapi laporannya tidur, belum beres makannya. Laporan menunggu. Ayo teman-teman. Oke, come on, enjoy. Aduh, congratulations. Lu tuh padahal hampir best participant, lu nomor 12. Dikit lagi, best participant. Maksudnya finalis best participant. Iya, yang nomor 12. Aduh, congratulations deh. Tinggal laporan. Everybody are welcome to enjoy the Taekwondo. Everybody, not only the participants, ya. Come on. Woo. Thank you semuanya. Thank you semuanya. Thank you. Thank you. Tes. Yang di belakang pada males ngantri ya. Nunggu agak longgar gitu ya. Tes. Why?
Here comes a wave to wash me away. That sigh that is taking me under. Swallow inside left with nothing to say. My voice drowned out in the thunder. But I won't cry when the world starts to crumble. Whenever they try to shut me or cut me down, I will be silent. You can't keep me quiet. Won't tremble when you try it. All I know is I won't go speechless. Try to suffocate me. Don't you underestimate me? All I know is I won't go speechless. Everywhere, centuries old and unbelieved. It's better seen than not heard. History is ending. 'Cause I cannot start to crumble. So come and try to shut me or cut me down. You can't keep me quiet. Won't tremble when you try it. All I know is I won't go speechless. Speechless, 'cause I will try to suffocate me. Don't you underestimate me? All I know is I won't go speechless. Try to lock me in this cage. I won't just lay down and die. I will take these broken wings and watch me fade across the sky. You don't know I will be silent. Do you wanna see me try? I'm familiar and unquiet. something divine. Electric every time we touch, I've been living on that rush. 'Cause sometimes it's too much. I don't wanna fall in love.